Hey gamers, if you're like me and missed the golden days of console gaming, I've got great news. You can now take those classics with you wherever you go. Today, we're diving into the top 11 Android emulators for 2024, giving you the power to play all your favorite retro games right on your smartphone. Imagine being able to carry your entire childhood library in your pocket. That's the magic of these emulators. Even if you're stuck in a long meeting or a boring class, sneak in a quick session of your favorite retro game. Just don't get caught. With an emulator in your pocket, those long commutes or lazy afternoons just got a lot more exciting. The convenience of reliving those nostalgic moments anytime and anywhere really makes these emulators worth it. Plus, it's incredibly satisfying to see how far mobile technology has come, running games that once required dedicated consoles. So get ready, grab your phone, and let's jump into this retro gaming journey together. Welcome back to Retro Pocket. If you enjoy what you see, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing content. NetherSX2. Let's kick things off with NetherSX2. This emulator is all about nostalgia, and it works wonders for those PlayStation 2 classics we all know and love. It's relatively new compared to the big guns, but wow, does it perform well? NetherSX2 has made a name for itself because of its smooth compatibility with a wide range of PS2 titles. If you've got a mid to high-end Android device, this one is for you. The emulator brings back the magic of classic PS2 games like you've never seen before on mobile. Smooth gameplay, crisp visuals, and minimal lag. I use it primarily to relive my favorite PS2 games, like Shadow of the Colossus and Final Fantasy X. With improved frame rate settings, it offers almost console-quality performance, giving you a seamless experience. The visuals look smooth, especially if you've got a powerful GPU. Even some of the most demanding PS2 games run smoothly, which is a pleasant surprise for mobile emulation fans. What truly sets NetherSX2 apart is its attention to detail in replicating the original PS2 experience. Every shadow, every texture is exactly as you remember. The accuracy in sound emulation is also worth mentioning. It's like having a mini PS2 right in your pocket. NetherSX2 really does justice to the original graphics, and the on-screen controls are customizable, which is something I always appreciate. Just note, it can be a bit heavy on battery usage, but honestly, it's worth it for the quality it delivers. For any die-hard PS2 fan, this emulator is a must-try. Even titles with extensive cutscenes play flawlessly, adding to the overall immersion. So charge up your phone and prepare for some serious nostalgia overload. PPSSPP. If we're talking about emulators, there's no way I could forget PPSSPP, the OG of PSP emulators, right? It's got that stability we love, and with the Vulkan backend support, the games just run butter smooth. PPSPP has really perfected the art of PSP emulation, supporting almost every PSP game imaginable. From God of War Chains of Olympus to Crisis Core, this app makes the magic happen. Even after years on the market, PPSSPP continues to evolve, offering enhanced performance with each update. What's even better is that it runs great even on low-end Android devices, which is a huge win for accessibility. For those on a tight budget, PPSSPP makes it possible to enjoy PSP classics without needing an expensive phone. The audio and graphics can be bumped up for higher-end devices, and trust me, nothing beats reliving those boss fights in crisp HD on my phone. And if you think it can't get better, wait until you pair this emulator with a Bluetooth controller. It's as close as it gets to the real PSP experience. The ability to sync save files across different devices makes this emulator even more impressive. You can start your game on one device and continue on another. The interface is also super user-friendly. Whether you're an emulator novice or a seasoned veteran, you'll feel right at home. It's easily one of the most polished emulators out there, with consistent updates keeping it fresh. DuckStation. DuckStation is my go-to when I want to enjoy PlayStation 1 classics on my Android. This emulator is super lightweight and works well even on older phones, so if your device is feeling its age, DuckStation still runs as smoothly as ever. I love how DuckStation breathes new life into games that might otherwise have been forgotten, making them feel fresh and modern on mobile. It offers enhanced graphics rendering and even widescreen hacks, making those classic games look brand new. What I love about DuckStation is its ability to upscale graphics, meaning those blocky PS1 visuals become so much nicer on a modern screen. With games like Resident Evil and Crash Bandicoot looking much better than they did in the 90s, I have to say I'm impressed every single time. Its support for save states is also a lifesaver, especially for those tricky games that don't have frequent save points. Plus, the configuration process isn't too intense, so no tech headaches here. Just download, set up your ROMs, and boom, it's like you've traveled back to the golden era of gaming. The emulator's minimalist interface is another win. It's clean, intuitive, and gets you into your game with just a few taps. For anyone looking for a straightforward and reliable PS1 emulator, DuckStation is definitely worth a try. The simple setup makes it one of the best options for casual gamers looking to jump straight into their favorite PS1 games. Dolphin? Oh boy, the Dolphin emulator. It's a powerhouse that brings Wii and GameCube games right to your fingertips. This one is a bit more demanding, but if you've got a device with at least 4 GB of RAM, you're in for a treat. The ability to emulate both GameCube and Wii games in one package makes Dolphin incredibly versatile. I've been obsessed with playing The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, and Super Mario Sunshine lately. The emulator even supports motion controls, so you can fully immerse yourself in the Wii experience, right from your Android device. And let me tell you, it's an experience. The option to connect original Wiimotes to your device brings an authentic touch that's hard to beat. Dolphin delivers console-quality performance, especially if your phone is beefy enough to handle it. The dual-core CPU and Vulkan support make Dolphin one of the most efficient emulators out there, especially for high-res gameplay. Sure, you might need a bit of tweaking to get the optimal frame rate, but Dolphin has a huge community that shares settings, so it's easy to get things up and running well. The added benefit of customizable control schemes also lets you tweak the gaming experience to your preference. Plus, the emulator's online multiplayer feature lets you challenge friends, making your gaming sessions even more exciting. Just be prepared for your device to heat up a bit. Emulating a console like the GameCube takes some serious juice. Still, for those high-end devices, Dolphin offers one of the most authentic Wii and GameCube experiences available. Redream. If Dreamcast gaming was your jam, you'll absolutely love Redream. I'm still amazed at how well Sonic Adventure and Jet Set Radio run on my Android device. Redream has one of the highest compatibility rates, which means most Dreamcast games are playable right out of the box. This emulator makes it feel like you're holding a Dreamcast right in your hands, delivering an experience that's almost identical to the original. What I love most about Redream is how easy it is to set up. There's no BIOS file required. You literally just load up your games and start playing. This simplicity is a huge plus for anyone who doesn't want to mess with complicated configurations. The emulator runs even on budget devices, which is awesome if you're not rocking the latest Android phone. No need to worry about upgrading your device. Redream handles it like a champ. Redream's HD rendering makes it stand out from other emulators. Those classic Dreamcast graphics really pop on a modern screen. And honestly, the graphics look absolutely fantastic. Redream also scales well on higher resolutions if you want that HD Dreamcast experience, giving those classic Sega titles a second life with a modern touch. Its support for up to 4K resolution also makes it a favorite for those looking for a high-quality gaming experience. Even on budget phones, Redream delivers a performance that's tough to beat, offering smooth gameplay and enhanced visuals. No matter what device you're on, Redream ensures that Dreamcast games look and run better than ever. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to smash that like button, and while you're at it, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss out on our latest awesome content. Mupen64Plus FZ. Who else remembers playing The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time for hours on end? With Mupen64Plus FZ, those N64 classics are back in full force, and they look and play even better on Android. The plugin-based architecture allows you to customize performance based on your device's specs, giving you more control over your experience. This emulator's compatibility is top-notch, with a variety of plugins to choose from depending on your device's power. For hardcore N64 fans, this emulator brings back childhood memories in the best way possible. It also supports cheat codes, which can be fun if you want to spice up your gaming sessions. N64 games feel incredibly smooth, and Mupen64Plus FZ's versatility makes it easy to optimize your experience. I've used it on both a low-end phone and a flagship one, and Mupen64Plus FZ adapts beautifully. You might have to fiddle a bit with graphics settings for some games to run smoothly, but the results are so worth it. Plus, you can even use an external controller, which makes platformers like Super Mario 64 a dream to revisit. The emulator also has a rewind feature, letting you go back a few seconds to correct any mistakes, a real lifesaver during those challenging moments. The option to use physical controllers really enhances the retro experience. With Mupen64Plus FZ, even the trickiest N64 games run seamlessly, offering an authentic gaming experience. Pizza Boy Pro. When it comes to Game Boy Advance emulation, Pizza Boy Pro is my absolute favorite. Not only does it deliver a flawless gaming experience, but it also runs incredibly well even on low-end devices. This emulator has been optimized to consume minimal battery, which is fantastic for long gaming sessions. The developers paid attention to every little detail, from fast forward and rewind features to customizable layouts for the virtual buttons. These little touches make the emulator stand out from the competition, giving you full control over your GBA experience. I've been having a blast with Pokemon Fire Red and Metroid Fusion, and everything feels super authentic, right down to the sounds and save states. Plus, it's ad-free, which is such a relief because nothing kills a good boss battle like an unexpected ad. The emulator also supports linking games, so you can trade Pokemon or battle your friends, just like in the old days. For GBA nostalgia, Pizza Boy Pro is where it's at. The fast forward feature in particular is a game changer for grinding through those tough levels or speeding up slow sections. If you're into classic handheld games, Pizza Boy Pro is definitely worth checking out. Ether SX2. Ether SX2 is easily one of the top PS2 emulators for Android right now. The emulator's performance has been praised for its ability to maintain high frame rates even for more demanding games. It's like the older sibling of Never SX2, handling classics like Kingdom Hearts and Silent Hill 2 smoothly, provided your device has enough power. One of its standout features is the regular updates, which keep improving its performance. The developers are dedicated, releasing patches to make Ether SX2 even better with every update, showing real commitment to retro gaming enthusiasts. The developers are always enhancing it, ensuring better compatibility and fewer bugs. I've noticed how these updates have made gameplay smoother, even with more demanding games. The emulator also includes a feature to automatically adjust resolution, helping to maintain performance on lower-end devices. I've used it to run heavier titles, and while it does push my phone's limits, it's impressive considering it tackles the complex PS2 architecture. Ether SX2's ability to run games with minimal slowdown, even on some mid-range devices, is what truly makes it shine among PS2 emulators. If you're craving some PS2 action, you should definitely give it a shot. For anyone looking to experience classic PS2 games on the go, Ether SX2 is definitely worth exploring. MelonDS. If you're a Nintendo DS lover, MelonDS is the emulator for you. This emulator brings all those dual screen memories flooding back. Whether it's Pokemon Heart Gold or New Super Mario Bros., this emulator handles them like a pro. The high compatibility rate ensures that almost every DS title is playable, which is a huge plus for die-hard fans. I was pleasantly surprised by how well it performs across various titles. What really catches my eye is the Wi-Fi emulation feature. You can even enjoy multiplayer gameplay. Multiplayer gaming with MelonDS takes me back to the good old days, but now it's on a portable device, which is simply incredible. The emulator's ability to emulate the touchscreen with a mouse or stylus also makes it a great choice for DS puzzle games. The controls are simple to set up, and if the touchscreen isn't doing it for you, you can always use a Bluetooth controller. I appreciate the flexibility of control options available. The split-screen layout is perfect for larger phones, and the accuracy of the emulation blew me away. Its optimization is also impressive, consuming less power compared to some other DS emulators, making it ideal for longer gaming sessions. It truly feels like playing on the original hardware. And with the regular updates, you can expect even better compatibility and fewer bugs, making it one of the best DS emulators available. It's also well optimized, meaning your phone won't run out of battery in no time. Always a win. I couldn't ask for a better experience on my device. Citra Vulkan. If 3DS gaming on Android is what you're after, Citra Vulkan is your best bet. This emulator truly enhances the gaming experience with its advanced features. This is a recent update to the original Citra emulator, now with Vulkan backend support, and it makes a world of difference. Vulkan support has massively improved rendering speeds, making previously unplayable titles run smoothly. The addition of Vulkan backend support has not only improved speed, but also significantly reduced frame drops during more demanding titles. Games like The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds and Pokemon X run smoothly. You'll need a decent device though. Citra can struggle on low-end phones. I recommend checking your device specifications before diving in. For those with flagship devices, the gaming experience is akin to playing on an actual 3DS console, which is amazing. But if you've got a powerful one, the games run beautifully, almost at console-level frame rates. The high resolution makes 3DS games look stunning, and if you haven't tried it yet, you're missing out. Even multiplayer features work well on Citra Vulkan, making it possible to play with friends just like on the original console. I was amazed by how vibrant and detailed the graphics are. Citra Vulkan has truly set a new standard for 3DS emulation on mobile devices. Vita 3K. Let's talk about Vita 3K, a promising PS Vita emulator for Android. Vita 3K has come a long way since its early development, now boasting compatibility with an increasing number of titles. This emulator has the potential to change how we experience PS Vita games on mobile devices. Though it's still in its early stages, it's making huge strides. Titles like Persona 4 Golden are now playable, and it's surreal seeing PS Vita games running on an Android phone. I was pleasantly surprised by how well it performed. The emulator's performance has been steadily improving, with newer updates ironing out glitches that were initially present in several games. The ability to adjust graphics settings means you can tailor the experience to match your device's capabilities. The compatibility list is growing and the devs are updating it frequently. More and more Vita exclusives are being added, which is fantastic news for those who missed out during the original PS Vita era. What excites me about Vita 3K is that it opens up access to Vita exclusives that never got ported elsewhere. It also supports external controllers, making it feel just like playing on an actual Vita console. This means a treasure trove of games is finally available to a wider audience. Keep an eye on this one. It's going to be big, especially if you're a fan of niche JRPGs like I am. I can't wait to see what other titles will become playable in the future. And there you have it, my top 11 Android emulators for 2024, with a few bonus mentions to really get your retro gaming journey started. Whether you're in the mood for some PlayStation classics, Nintendo nostalgia, or even a few hidden gems, there's an emulator here for every gamer. With advancements in mobile tech, these emulators are closer than ever to replicating the original experience, making them a must-have for retro enthusiasts. From high-end devices to budget phones, these emulators cover the entire spectrum, ensuring no one is left out. The versatility of these emulators also means that you can enjoy a variety of control schemes, from on-screen controls to Bluetooth controllers, for an authentic gaming experience. Also, make sure to check out my other guides for more emulator tips and tricks. Let me know in the comments which emulator you'll be trying out next, or if you think I missed a great one. And if you've got any emulation hacks or tips, don't hesitate to share them. We're all here to help each other out. Till next time, my friends, happy gaming, folks. We appreciate your support. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to stay connected with all our latest updates.